Hey everybody, we've had some questions come through about prevotella, the infection that I did a previous video about on its impact with brain health. And how do we get prevotella? So prevotella is a microorganism, it's a bacteria. And this microorganism we are exposed to. It's an opportunistic infection, which essentially means it's a type of bug, it's a type of bacteria, it's a type of microorganism that we come into contact regularly with. And what's supposed to happen is our immune system is supposed to prevent it from overpopulating our body. Now, when we have other things going on, when we have low good bacteria in our gut, when we have low stomach acid, when we have other infections, it sets up a perfect opportunity for prevotella to come in and to basically make home and to cause a wide variety of inflammatory, digestive, brain symptoms, and more. So that's basically how we get it. So we get it basically just by being in the world and by our body not being strong enough to avoid it, okay? It is associated, we see it oftentimes in the gut. We also see it oftentimes in the oral cavity. It's also very common, you guys, that what's happening from an infection standpoint in the gut is also happening in our oral cavity or in our nasal cavity. For example, a lot of people know about strep because of strep throat, right? So that's essentially part of our ENT areas, right? And we can also get strep overpopulating in our gut. So sometimes what will happen is we'll kill an infection in one area of our body, but it's still residing in another area. So we can pass infection back and forth between different areas of our body. But hopefully that clears up how you get prevotella. So as far as treatment for it, there's herbs we can use such as triphala, ginkgo, black pepper. In my practice, I use a lot of Alamax, which is a garlic extract combined with an herb called uva ursi. Another herb I use a lot is golden seal. So any of these types of herbs can be used. You think about pre and post testing, but really remember with anything that's opportunistic. So anything that we're getting in our body because of exposure to having a microorganism in our body not being strong enough, we don't want to just treat the bug. It's really important to say, well, why was I set up? What is going on in my body that set me up to get that infection to begin with? Because that's what we want to innately treat. We want to treat that level of root cause, because when we treat that level of root cause, that's what prevents us from getting another situation or another microorganism that's opportunistic to take over our body again. We got to take a step back and say, why is my immune system dysfunctional? Why is my gut not healthy? Clean that up so our body is robust so that when we come into contact with microorganisms in our body, our fortress is up, our body's strong, our immune system knows what to do with them, and they don't take hold and they don't take home in our body. So hopefully that answers the questions on prevotella. Please do let me know if you guys have more questions. I love your questions, and subscribe to this channel if it's helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.